Hello everyone. In this demonstration, we will look at the automation of a cross-domain use case to enable segmentation and policy across the Cisco SD-Access Campus branch and Cisco SD-WAN fabric using Anuta Atom. Anuta delivers cross-domain automation for multi-vendor, multi-domain networks. It integrates with OSS via TMF and REST API and delivers a unified experience, consistent policy, and security. Atom has an advanced low-code workflow platform with hundreds of out-of-box workflows and integrations. For devices that are not managed by any controllers, Atom provides complete lifecycle automation from day zero provisioning, config management, service orchestration, active assurance, and closed-loop automation. Atom is based on a microservices architecture with the flexibility to deploy on-prem or on-cloud. Atom supports 250-plus platforms from 60-plus vendors. Atom Workflow Builder has 350-plus out-of-box libraries that simplify workflow creation. Atom is a multi-tenant software based on Kubernetes with the observability stack. Atom supports SASE automation to ensure unified network and security policies. It has integrations with CI/CD systems such as Git. For Cisco SD access sites, segmentation is achieved using virtual networks and scalable group tags. Virtual networks enable macro segmentation, while security group tags enable micro-segmentation with the virtual networks. When SD access sites are connected by SD-WAN fabrics, the segmentation constructs must be propagated across the SD-WAN fabric to maintain end-to-end segmentation and enforce policies consistently across the sites. A manual process involves the network operator opening a change request in service. Now to notify the stakeholders and seek their approvals. Log in to the individual domain controllers, identify the configuration entities like the L3 interfaces, templates, etc., and configure them. Execute pre- and post checks and compare them for any unexpected differences. Notify the stakeholders of the completion of the change. The entire process involves interacting with multiple systems, which is time-consuming and can be error-prone. Atom can help resolve these challenges by automating the entire process. Once the process request is initiated by the operator, Atom opens a change request in ServiceNow. It integrates with Cisco DNA Center to ensure trust set config on the SD access border nodes. It integrates with Cisco SD-WAN vManage controller to enable trust set config on the WAN edge routers. Additionally, Atom can deploy across policies by integrating with Cisco DNA Center. It executes pre- and post checks and generates differences. It upgrades the change request and sends WebEx and email notifications at regular intervals. Atom also supports automation of day zero to day end use cases, like new campus branch onboarding, policy updates on SD-WAN fabric, multi-cloud on-ramp deployments, enforce consistent policies across campus, branch, and data centers, closed-loop automation, software upgrades, compliance, etc. Let's see this action. Let's navigate to the workflow for this use case. The workflow has several blocks that configure integrations with Cisco vManage and Cisco DNA Center. To execute pre-checks, provisioning, post-checks, integrations with ServiceNow, email and Cisco WebEx spaces, error handling, retries, and rollbacks. Let us start a workflow instance. The workflow can be triggered from Atom UI or from an outbound OSS BSS portal using Atom's REST APIs. Here is our workflow instance, and it is waiting for user inputs. Details of the Cisco controllers, SD access site, SD-WAN router, access policy, ServiceNow, WebEx room, and email are provided as inputs. Let us have a quick look at Cisco controllers. We have a fabric site onboarded in Cisco DNA Center. The border node has few virtual networks configured on the L3 handoff interface. Cisco TrustSec must be enabled on all these interfaces. Similarly, TrustSec must be enabled on the interface feature template of SD-WAN router on Cisco vManage controller. The workflow has created a change request in ServiceNow. Adam uses the Workflow ID instance to create the ServiceNow ticket. The change request is created with all the details. Let us assume the role of a change manager and approve the change request. The workflow moves to the next stages of provisioning. Pre-checks are executed on Cisco vManage and SD-WAN router. Pre-checks are executed on Cisco DNA Center and side border node. TrustSec is enabled on SD-WAN router via Cisco vManage. TrustSec is enabled on all the WAN-facing interfaces on side border node. Access policy is enabled on Cisco DNA Center. Post checks are enabled on Cisco vManage and SD-WAN router. Post checks are executed on Cisco DNA Center and side border node. Pre- and post-check defs are executed. The change request is updated and closed, email notification is sent, and notifications are posted on WebEx Room. The workflow is executed successfully. Let us look at the interface configurations on border node. This is the physical interface, and trust is enabled on the physical interface Gig 2. Let us look at the sub-interface Gig 2.3001. TrustSec and MTUs are enabled on this interface. Another sub-interface, Gig 2.3002. TrustSec and MTUs are enabled. Similarly, TrustSec is enabled on all other sub-interfaces. Let us do a quick refresh on Cisco vManage. We see that TrustSec is enabled on the interface future template. Cisco DNA Center. Let's do a quick refresh. We see that access is enabled between employee and IT server scalable groups. The change request is closed. Note section is updated at every stage of provisioning. Email notification from Adam. Notifications are posted on WebEx Room at every stage of provisioning. In this demo, we have seen how Adam integrates with ServiceNow, Cisco DNA Center, and Cisco vManage Controller to enable segmentation and policy across campus, branch, and WAN. In summary, Adam is a powerful cross-domain automation platform that delivers end-to-end automation for multi-vendor, multi-domain networks. It has significant out-of-the-box support and the flexibility to deploy on-prem or on cloud. Thank you for watching.